What would you want your story to be about tonight?
First, one question.
What is it?
How is the cheese made?
Um, First, they start with milk, and they put something called rennet, which is a protein that separates something called whey from something called curd. The whey is like a yellowish liquid, and the curd looks like milk gelatin. Then they take the curd, that is milk gelatin, and they compress it to extract all of the liquids out of it. And then sometimes they mix it with different things, sometimes even fungus, to create certain types of cheeses. And then the thing that looks like a cheese but still a little bit soft is stored for sometimes weeks, sometimes even years, depending on the type of cheese. It's stored at different temperatures. And in some cheeses, every now and then it's taken out of storage and rotated, or salt is injected inside of them. It depends on the type of the cheese. And eventually, after a while of fermenting and drying, you get the cheese that you know. But that is very general. Every cheese has a specific method, but generally speaking, that's how they're made.
Okay.
What do you want your story to be about?
About a frog.
This is a story about Karma the frog. Karma was a baby frog that one day heard other animals in the forest speaking, and the other animals spoke about that whatever you do to other animals comes back to you. So if you're kind to other animals, eventually life will be kind to you. And if you're not, then life won't be kind to you. And so Karma decided to be the kindest, most caring frog in the history of frogs. But not only was she really, really nice, but she did something else. She stopped eating other animals. And by doing so, well, frogs only eat insects and little critters. So frogs, they don't eat they don't get any of their nutrients through plants. I'd say none, although I'm not a frog expert. But the thing is that this frog eventually got so hungry, but she wouldn't want to hurt any other frog, any other animals, so she didn't eat until she eventually died. And when her body died, she went into the next dimension where one of her friends was waiting for her. And he said, "Okay, so how did it go on Earth?" "Well, not so good," she said. "Why not?" "Because I learned that you're supposed to do good for everybody, but when I did that, my body started starving, and it was so painful and so horrible, and eventually I ended up losing my body and then died." "Wait a second, how could you die and suffer so much if you weren't hurting anybody?" "Well, that's simply because I wasn't eating." And so the other frog said, well, here's the thing. When you were trying not to hurt anybody, didn't you forget about someone very important that you shouldn't hurt?" And the frog said, "No, I never hurt a single soul, except there was one that you did hurt. Can you take a guess of who it was?" And the frog said, "Me? Yes. You first need to take care of yourself in order to be able to be full of energy and love to give to others." "Oh," said the frog, "so that was my mistake. Well, I won't try it again. This time, I will take care of others, but I will first take care of me." And the other frog said, "No way, it's my turn. I want to do it." And she went to Earth instead. The end. Good night, baby.